the truth. Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm back. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on because I'm driving. Oh my God. Hello? Okay, we're good. So yeah, I really wanted to make another video to talk with you guys when I have time. So obviously I'm driving. I have about an hour till I'm home. Went down to the cities, Minneapolis area. When you live in Duluth, you call Minneapolis the cities. Fun fact. I wanted to talk with you guys about how I maintain my mental health. How do I stay in good standing with my mind and my mental health in general, post experiencing that episode of pure OCD that I talked with you guys about in the previous video. This is going to be my own personal perspective of how I do things. So I want to be clear with you guys, I don't have a degree in this stuff. I definitely have some exposure to it. I've done a lot of self-teaching, a lot of self-research. Excuse me. But anyways, I am not an expert. Let's just put it that way. You don't need to be an expert in this to truly understand it. It's almost like it's always been there. It's within us all, but we just have lost touch with it. We have lost the ability to be aware of it every day and truly feel these beautiful, deep resources within ourselves to tap into that help our mental health so much. The first and foremost thing that I do every day that helps me stay mentally well, gratefulness. I'm always thanking God, thanking myself, thanking my friends, thanking whoever, just thanking the world, the atmosphere, whatever it is you think. That is the number one way how I stay mentally healthy every day. Gratefulness, it is a vibration. Gratefulness is not just a thought, not just a saying. You don't just say it, you feel grateful. You feel the gratefulness for everything you have. I sometimes think people don't realize that you have something to be grateful for, even if things look horrible, even if everything's turning bad, even if you are just like, oh my God, this is just a horrible situation. This day is just, there's nothing to be grateful for about this day. There's just absolutely nothing at all. That is not true whatsoever. There is always, we always have a reason to be grateful, positive, mindful of everything around us. So what I do is if I'm having a bad moment, a bad day, catch yourself, learn to intervene with those negative thoughts, that negativity that encompasses our bodies sometimes, that we end up emitting these negative vibes. We feel it, we can't deny it when we feel negative, and the same when positive. When I feel that way, I catch myself and I say, you know what, no, I don't need to feel this way right now. There is something I can be grateful for, and I find it. Let's say, obviously not everyone can say this, but I'm not in pain. I'm physically well. Two things. I don't have like a disease, like right now I'm healthy. I have a healthy period in my life, and but hopefully forever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, be grateful for that right now, that we are healthy and that we can get up and walk out the door and go for a hike and smell the fresh air. We can talk. I know I just found out when I was, little, I had like a daycare, teacher, and I found out that she no longer can talk anymore because she has ALS. She came down with ALS. She can't talk anymore, and her husband has cancer. So, and I've been praying for them. That puts it into perspective for me so much that I could be going through something like that. You need to put yourself in someone's shoes. You need to have that empathy and to feel, okay, like that's a fact of life. I could be going through that, but I'm not. Like the smallest things you can be grateful for. Even the clothes on your back, the food you're eating, the water you're drinking. So there's always something to be grateful for. That will rewire our brains to be grateful. That will teach us to naturally feel grateful, and that will improve our mental health. It really will. So number 2, I visualize. So I visualize the people that I love. If I ever feel alone, like if I have a day where I'm feeling very lonely, I will visualize and think about the people that I care about so much, and I will be so thankful for them, and I will realize how many friends and how many amazing family members I actually do have caring for me every day. It's just something that we can never forget. Another thing that I do every day is I guard yourself from toxic people, from pettiness, from petty drama. It's very simple, especially if you have a lot of friends. they tend to get upset about such little tiny things of their day. Like, they get so upset over someone cut them off in traffic. Oh, well, so-and-so doesn't like want to do this with me next week, and I'm pissed because they said they would. Things change. It's a kind of incorporation of mindfulness into situations. I try to letting go of the daily little stresses that happen. Those are the things I learned to let go, and you have to keep yourself in perspective. Keep things in perspective. It's all about perspective. I'm sitting there spiraling around in my head on the hamster wheel of what's going on, of what happened today, and all these little things. I will hop off of that hamster wheel and set those things aside and say they don't matter anymore. There's no meaning to being upset and dwelling on these things. We know when we should and when we shouldn't, but we don't always listen to it. You name it, there could be a million different reasons why. So what I do, instead of focusing on that and being negative about that and being cynical and more, etc., I will focus on the bigger picture. I elevate my thoughts. I elevate myself every day. I try to uplift myself and think of a goal, think of where I'm headed. I try to work towards that every day, think about my dreams. And if I don't want to think that high level, then I try to move into an actual constructive conversation with people. Try to talk about things that really genuinely spark my interest. And so I engulf myself in what I'm interested in, my dreams and my goals. And that's what I really want this all to be about, is to be motivated to be the best version of yourself that you feel in your heart what that is, and you become that. You can manifest that. That's why I'm making these videos, because I think people really need to hear this. And like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't really know if this is written down in a book. I don't know if this is like going to be scientifically proven. Sometimes there's a level to things that you just don't need to have actual written scientific confirmation for. There are some things in this life that we should just know. There is an intuitive gift, or there is an intuitive source in us all, our hearts, that lies within our hearts, that things are true and that things are real, and that is the way things should be. There's no denying it, and that is how I feel about this. I feel so passionate about helping people, helping a soul, anybody, with their overall mental health. And not only that, but connecting their mind and their heart. We all know what's going on right now. The world is in such a dark place. I've never before have I seen so much evil in the world. And that is why at this time we need to stand together in love, positivity, in mindfulness, in God, whatever your higher power is, even if you don't have one, at least with yourself. Stand up against this and speak out and preach light and preach love. And this is my first step. So I hope this video helped you again. And just leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel, Murtica Mindfulness. I'd love it if you would. And like I said, comment below if you want me to talk about something specific, if you have a question, if you want me to repeat anything or write anything out. I will write in the description, what I listed out here in the video. Anyways, have a great day. Thank you for watching, guys.